guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. My name is Kiara. Today I'm going to be taking you guys step by step through how I achieve my go-to makeup look. This is it. Super simple, a little bit of brown in the crease with a shimmery eyelid with a lot of highlight because I love highlighter. This is what I look like if I'm going out, if I have somewhere to be, if I want minimal effort. I don't want to try something new. I don't want to be full glam. Just something that I will go for. This is it. Sometimes if I'm not like going out, I will do the exact same look with no false lashes and just use my normal lashes, and that's perfectly fine as well. If I want a little bit more of a glam, I'll put on a thicker pair of eyelashes, but for the most part, this is my staple. This is what I like. If you go through my Instagram, there's probably 65 photos of this is what I'm looking like. So if you guys are interested, definitely stick around and let's get started. I put these contacts in to go ahead and film this video for you guys, but I'm an irresponsible adult and these contacts probably should have got thrown away like a week ago. So they're kind of fuzzy, but we're gonna go ahead and work with this. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize. This is normally my go-to moisturizer if I'm not using the little Garnier one in the pot. I think it's green or blue, I believe. I showed it in the last video. This is just a Curology moisturizer. It's really light and it doesn't mess up underneath my makeup, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. I'm gonna go in today with the NYX Total Control Drop Primer, and that's this one. I did just go ahead and pick this one up, and it is new to me. Primers for me are hit or miss. A lot of them make me greasy, which is really weird, but I saw a girl on Instagram use this and it looked really nice. I actually have the Total Drop foundation in multiple colors, and this is the primer that goes along with it, so I decided why not give this a try because I do love the foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that. Oh, alright, primer is on. It feels really good on the skin. It's not tacky, it's just very like smoothing, so that's nice. My go-to foundation, you guys have heard me say a million times, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is in the shade Light Beige, I believe. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on really quick. I'm not gonna go ahead and record that. I'm gonna go ahead and skip over this part just because me putting on my foundation isn't really too big of a deal. Really quickly, just a tip, something I learned recently in the beauty community. Some of you guys may know this, some of you guys may not. Some of you guys may think like, really, you've never heard of that? Is when I'm putting on my foundation, I do not put it up close underneath because I'm going to put concealer there. I personally have a problem with my concealer creasing, so I've heard and I've tested it that if you don't actually put your foundation and then a concealer and then a powder, not putting your foundation right there because you know you're going to conceal it does make one less product in that area, so it takes longer for it to crease. Alright, I have my foundation on. This is one of my favorite foundations, but honestly, it's doing me a little dirty today. It's sitting weird in the pores, and I don't know if that's because of the new primer that I used. I really want to like this, so I'm kind of annoyed. It's not really good at pore filling, but it doesn't claim to be. And it's just kind of sitting a little bit weird. So I feel like I should have used my go-to primer for you guys for this one, which would be the Benefit Professional or the Too Faced Hangover RX. But I don't know if I like this primer too much. Kind of feel stupid that I didn't use my normal go-to, but whatever. Now I'm gonna go in. I hope this mirror doesn't bother you guys too much. Now I'm gonna go in with my go-to favorite concealer, which a lot of people like, but a lot of people hate. And that is going to be the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers. And they're the ones with these little sponge tip applicators. You guys have probably seen them so many times before. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't agree with my concealing approach. I like a really, really light concealer. So I know that my concealer is too light for a lot of people, but it's just the way that I like it. So yeah. I have these in the shade Neutralizer, which is like a one size fits all, so that should tell you how light this is. Like, do you guys see how light that is? And then the second one I have is in the shade Fair, I believe. I'm sorry, this is in the shade Light. And that one we'll go ahead and put right there for you guys. This one, again, is a little bit darker. So I do normally use that one, but I do sometimes put a little bit of this, like mix them in. I know I need to venture out and do darker ones, guys, but like, I love it, the way it looks. I'm going to go in with Light first and put that right there. And then the same on the other side. This does dry down kind of quickly, so work fast. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of the neutralizer right there. Again, taking my Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to blend that out. I'm also going to take that light shade and put a little bit in the middle of my forehead, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit right there. My normal go-tos are the Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Powder, and this is just in translucent, or the Airspun Translucent Powder. So, this is my favorite powder, but this stuff flashes back like no other. If you guys can see right now, my foundation matches my neck almost perfectly. If you go on my Instagram and all my Instagram photos, you will see that my face is significantly lighter than my neck. Not because I don't know how to match my foundation, because this flashes back like no other. If you're using this, I'm warning you now. Do not bake with this. Do not bake with this. So I'm going to go ahead, get my Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Powder with my sponge, get a little bit, and I'm going to pack this onto my under eye, just like that. Alright. And then I'm going to, that one is really light, so I'm not going to let that sit there that long. And I'm going to take the rest of my Airspun powder, which is so messy to work with, guys. Just a little bit. Take a fluffy brush. This is by Morphe, but I don't have numbers on mine. Swirl. Tap, and then I kind of like press it in lightly, and then do like a little one of these. Alright, now that we are concealed as well as foundationed, I'm going to go in with a bronzer. My go-to are either the Benefit Hoola or the NYC Smooth Skinny Bronzer. I'm inhaling powder. Jesus. These two, I would say, are pretty similar, but I don't know. Let me swatch this for you guys. So Hoola, I would say, is a lot warmer, and NYC Smooth Sunny Bronzer is a lot more, like, I would say they're the same color, but one is way more pigmented than the other. So if you're going to start off, like, with a bronzer, this is one I started off with, and I freaking love this one. I go back to this one all the time. Hoola, again, this one's like $2.99, and this one's like $13 for the little pan. Today I think I'm going to go in with my Smooth Skin Bronzer just because it's what I'm comfortable with, and I'm using the Real Techniques Multitask Brush, just this one. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this. My brother did my makeup last video, and he dug into this, so I don't know how much is on here, but I'm just going to start with my ear, like here, and you're going to go just like that. And I'm going to do like circular motions and just bringing that down just to warm up my face. And honestly, again, you guys might not be able to tell that I even had this on camera. Can you? Yeah, you can tell a little bit. I don't contour. I warm up my face just because contouring is a very scary word for me. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like the blunt contour. I just prefer warming up my face. I'm actually going to dip into the Hoola just a little bit. If I'm not using this brush, I will use this angled brush by Morphe. So I am going to dip in to the Hoola with my angled brush and just bring that a little bit more intensely. Just like that. I'm going to go back with that powder brush and just softly blend this a little bit, just because I don't like a harsh line at all. Alright. Next, moving on to blush. My favorite go-to blush right now is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love. Dipping into Miami, which is this orange one, I'm using a blush. I don't even know what this brush is. It's like a small powder brush. It's by Sonia Kashuk, and I literally lightly tapped this, like the lightest, and look how much pigment is on that brush. So, brush some of that off, and then I'm just going to pat it, and then flick it up a little bit. There's so much on this brush. I'm gonna flick it up a little bit. Go back in with that powder brush and just diffuse everything. Now, this step, super important. You're gonna go in with your favorite setting spray, dewy spray, anything, and because our face right now is completely powder, it looks powdery. So you're gonna go and like spray this pretty decently. This right now is my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm gonna go ahead and spray like your life depends on it. A lot. And then we're gonna go ahead and just pat this into our skin. Don't rub, pat it into your skin, and it'll make it seem like it's your skin. Like, it'll take the powdery look away. And then I'm going to go in with a couple of sprays of my NYX Dewy Finish. Only thing I like about this more, honestly, is the continuous spray versus this, which is like a actual spray. And because that's going to do me up, I do a little bit less. Alright, this is what my skin is looking like. Now we're going to go on to eyes. So, first things first. I always use the NYX primer. This is the NYX Professional, what is this? This is just the NYX eyeshadow base in skin tone. And I love this because honestly guys, it is, like, do you see that? It is a skin tone color. It is my skin tone. So not only is it really good for an eyeshadow base, but if I don't want to wear eyeshadow certain days and I just put this on, if you guys can see that I have the worst veins through my eyes. Like, I don't know if you're guys know how to pick them up, but like they're super, super blue. I can just pat this on and it'll conceal my veins like really well. After I have my NYX eyeshadow base on, I always go into the James Charles X Morphe palette. This color right here, which is getting really washed out on the camera, it is like a skin tone-y color, is perfect for setting my eyeshadow base. I just go in and just set that, just because it is a cream product, so if you don't set it with something, then your eyeshadows are going to skip a little bit. So I just pack that on, just like that. Next step, if I ever have anything like a brown in my crease, it is this palette, guys. This is the Nubian by Juvia's. This is the tiny one. They do have a bigger one. And these two colors, this one right here is my go-to, and then this one right here. So I mix these like two matte colors, this like light brown and this dark brown right here, and it is gorgeous. Dipping into the light brown color, that one right there. Just gonna dip in and go straight in, just like this. If you guys have never tried Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, they're honestly one of the best eyeshadows I've tried. They're super creamy. They blend out, honestly, with no work. Like, I'm not even joking, you guys. They're really good beginner palettes because they're not hard to blend. You can like swipe it just a couple times and like it's blended out. So it's honestly one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've ever used. Honestly, I have the Nubian 2 by Juvia's, and I have the Saharan. If you guys are interested, this is the Saharan palette. And this is the Nubian 2. So, they're gorgeous. Alright, now that I have that lighter brown color, I'm going to dip into this darker brown color, just ever so gently, and focus that just right here. To soften the edges, I go back in with that initial color that I had right here, just a little bit, and then put it right on the edges, like pack it in, and then just feather it out a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more clean. Okay, now that we have the crease done, my next go-to, if you guys have seen my Instagram or anything, is just a shimmery lid. But I like a peachy shimmery lid, or like a pinky peachy shimmery lid. So lately my favorite has been Buns by Jaclyn Hill, which is this color right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up on a dirty brush, a dirty M124, but it's only dirty because it's literally the same color I wear all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on to the brush, hit it with a little bit of Morphe, and apply it. Alright, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that little bit of a denser brush and just kind of blend that crease color in. And then, this is now where I do my eyebrows. Don't ask me why, it's just the way that I like doing them. So now, I'll do my brows. Alright, after my brows are done, or as done as they're going to get because I fight with them for way too long, I go in with the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara, just because I haven't found an eyebrow gel that I actually like. So I just use clear mascara and I just brush them into place, just brush them up, and then I brush them over. Alright, my eyebrows are done. They're actually really dark today. Like normally I don't ever go in this dark. I think this is borderline black, honestly, dark brunette, and normally I like a really light brown, but again, because my eyebrows are tinted, I kind of have to go in with a darker color. I'm not loving how dark they are with the color that I chose today, but I wouldn't say that they're horrible. They're definitely not my go-to. Next, I'm going to go in with eyeliner, and I'm going to be using the LA Splash Architect. And alright, I'm back. I have lashes on. My eyeliner's done. Makes a world of a difference. Update. I hate this primer. My nose is already like breaking apart. Like not even just like a little here, a little there. Like my foundation is breaking apart, guys. Like I don't know why this sucks so bad, but my makeup is already like disgusting. Like, oh guys, it's bad. I don't know if you guys are able to see, but it's already falling apart. Now that my lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and take my favorite mascara, which is the CoverGirl Lash Volume, and just blend in my natural lashes to the fake lashes. I'm going to go in with a smudger brush. This is the M508. Just looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and dip back into those two brown colors that we used out of the Juvia's Place palette and smoke out my lower lash line. I need black eyeshadow and then smoke out just the outer edge and connect it to my eyeliner. Like. Now we're going to go ahead in with highlighter. I normally go in with my Ofra or my Wet n Wild, but today I feel like I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild. I'll either go in with a Morphe M532 or a fan brush. I'm going to go ahead, I dropped the fan brush, so we're going to go with the Morphe M32. And put it on. I'm highlighter crazy, by the way. If you guys have never seen a video of mine, I love highlighter. And dab a little bit of Aquarius on my lips. Just a little. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Academy in Nude. Okay. Pop it on. And then I'm going to kiss back my hand. Just so it's not like a lot really glossy, and just so there's something on my lips. Alright, that is it for today's video. This is what my makeup looks like normally if I'm going out or I have somewhere to be. My hair is normally down, especially with my eyebrows being this dark. It makes more sense for my hair to be down. There is a fuzzy or foundation. Why do I always get foundation in my hair? How? Don't get me wrong, I don't wear makeup all the time. Honestly, if you know me in person, I look homeless half the time. It's very rare that I wear makeup. I wouldn't say rare. I would say if you see me out in public, I probably don't look like this. I probably look like the before. But this is my go-to. It's just like a simple, a little bit of brown in the crease, a pinky or a peachy bronzy lid, as well as just highlighted to the gods, if you guys can see that. And this is normally what I look like, with like a nude gloss or a pink gloss. This is normally what I look like. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.